data on the MDVA players because he's like, I don't know, first like
there might be a killer there.
Jet lagged.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, he hasn't been in a tournament so long, and like Leffen is a renaissance fighting game player. Plays all kinds of games.
At top level.
Stream is big. Yeah, at really top level for sure. And so I think Leffen, I saw a tweet that was a really good mindset. Going to do as good as he can, right? Hopefully wins the whole thing. If not, gets close. It's really just about preparing for future tournaments. And so the big question is, how's Leffen going to do? And this is a matchup that we've seen Leffen do very well in before. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's an up throw up air from the top platform. It's almost crazy, like, why do you let yourself get grabbed at the top platform as pup? But Leffen sort of gets you into that space because he's dominating so much of the rest of it.
That's right.
And so I used to be really bad at this matchup. I'm still not great at it, but I learned a lot from Leffen. Sometimes when I'm playing my puff friend, Line Cat, he goes by now. Yeah, shoutouts again. I say, oh, that's a Leffen thing because I took so much from him.
Have you seen any yet?
Yes, which is why I was going to bring it up.
Excellent.
But I do this thing, you know this. I step back and start explaining the background to it before I get to the thing, and it takes an entire stock to do it. It's really not great. Not a great commentary.
What do you do?
But so Leffen is really good at the high percents, like sort of when he gets above 60 or 70. Yeah, I like the down tilt. That's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
So at this percent, up air beneath the platform. Okay, he's playing him differently, I want to say more tactically, because he senses the fear of Gavluigi. But in the first stock, you'll see a lot of like dash away and then wave dash back with basically keeping your back to puff. Because you can do observational movement.
Sick.
Sort of like that full hop.
Yeah,
often it's a back air and you're waiting for the puff to whiff and you're doing it from like when they first launch off the ground. Or you can sneak in with an up tilt underneath. So you're playing the high-low game in a very low-risk, medium, or high-reward way.
That's sick.
Yeah.
It's like a vertical dash dance.
Yes. Because Jigglypuff has really high aerial acceleration. And so you lose the horizontal airspace game kind of by a lot. You cannot stay the same place vertically unless you have some sort of... Oh, that's really hard above 90%.
That is a crazy single hit up air. Yeah.
Okay.
Really elegant.
I mean, maybe it's a little easier because there was no DI, I guess. But like, I'll tell you the truth. I was playing yesterday, and at 80%, I couldn't land the up air. Never mind a single hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay.
Leffen looking very, very clean.
Yeah, not that rusty. I mean, I want to say almost not, of course. Like, that was the question mark, right? Is Leffen still going to be clean? Because you know the game plan's still going to be there.
Yeah. You're not talking about execution specifically. Yeah, I guess, right? Like the brains are there.
Yeah, I don't necessarily mean like tech skill, but like fluency. And I think we're still seeing that. Now, maybe Gavluigi isn't putting the type of pressure on Leffen that like, another player might, forcing like the tech skill to fall apart.
Yeah, but Leffen definitely is still recognizing a lot of different situations, like
like reacting quickly, like after the nair, knowing like, okay, time for another one, and then one last follow-up with a back air or something.
Right. Oh, yeah, another situation, he jabbed Gavluigi and then read the drift in, does a short hop up air inward instead, just like probing and then calling out the reaction.
Yeah, and look, there's the backflip sort of that I was talking about. Doing it a little bit different, more in the, I guess, KJH school of thought, where you're doing it very specifically for the backflip contortion rather than the dash away, wave dash back into backflip. And it probably has to do with the spacing. So when I go back to learn this matchup a little more, I'm going to look at the reason for that. But pretty cool. Yeah, so there's that. It is more prominent on FD, of course. Well, in a way, it's more prominent because there's no platforms, but also having the top platform is a part of that mix-up usually.
So you can retreat to it.
Yeah. Like, so you like full hop, you don't like what you see, you get out.
Scoping out.
Also, we didn't talk about this. We didn't do the commentator thing where they talk about the stage pick every time.
Yeah.
Puff's
counter pick on FD.
Yeah. I mean, you're surprised too, right?
Of course, yeah. I think Gavluigi, however, getting the opportunity to play Leffen.
Yeah. That's one of the cool things about the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, also a Phillies fan. Hey. I'm all Phillies sports, so
Is that Gritty?
No, that's the Flyers, the hockey team. Yeah.
Okay.
They have the Philly Fanatic, actually the only mascot in one of the 4 major American sports Hall of Fames. And was made by Gritty was made by the same person who made the Fanatic. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
An unhinged person.
The Fanatic is hilarious too. Like, is actually the highlight of.
Is that the one with the trumpet nose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he puts his shirt over bald people and like squeaks their head. Yeah, it's fun. It's really funny.
I think I really appreciate, like, you know what you are. You're a You're an agent of chaos.
Yeah.
And it's for fun.
I mean, there are like a lot of. I used to have a lot of VCR videos of like the Fanatic goes to Hollywood, Mrs. Fanatic. Like
That's